Hi, good day everyone and welcome to InnoTech 2026. My name is Sumayyah Binti Kamarudin and today I am incredibly excited to talk about a transformation that is happening right on our desktop and inside our smartphones every single day. My presentation is titled Bridging the Gap: How AI is Reshaping Everyday Human Productivity. Over the next few minutes, we are not going to talk about a distant science fiction future where robots take over the world. Instead, we are going to look at the practical, immediate present, how artificial intelligence is acting as the ultimate co-pilot to eliminate administrative burnout and help us focus on what humans do best, which is create, innovate, and connect. Before we look at the solution, let's talk about the problem. Right now, we are facing a modern productivity crisis. Studies show that knowledge workers and students spend up to 60% of their day on what is called work about work. This means replying to emails, scheduling meetings, formatting documents, and searching through endless folders for a single piece of information. We are suffering from massive cognitive overload. The gap I am referring to is the frustrating distance between a human's creative intention and the slow manual speed of executing these repetitive tasks. It drains our energy and leaves very little time for actual. This is exactly where artificial intelligence steps in, not as a replacement for human intellect, but as the bridge across that gap. There is a common fear that AI is here to take our jobs, but the reality of 2026 is different. AI is here to liberate our cognitive bandwidth. Think of it as outsourcing the mundane. When you offload the repetitive mechanics of compiling data or drafting basic templates to an AI assistant, you instantly free up mental energy. We are shifting from an era of searching for information to an era of synthesizing information. AI builds the foundation so that you can build the masterpiece. So, how does this bridge manifest in our daily life? It relies on three main pillars. First, smart automation. Imagine getting a 50-page industry report and having an AI accurately summarize the core breakthroughs and action item for you in less than 10 seconds. That is a massive time save. Second, creative augmentation. We all know the dread of staring at a blank page. AI helps break that blank page syndrome by instantly generating brainstorming ideas, outlines, or structured frameworks. And third, universal accessibility. AI has democratic skills. Today, language barriers vanish with real-time translation tools, and non-technical professionals can build software using natural language through no-code AI platforms. Let's ground this theory into reality with some concrete case studies. I want to look closely at how this shifts daily workflows in two major areas: technical development and everyday business administration. First, let's talk about software development. If any of you have ever written code, you know that a massive portion of your time is spent writing repetitive setup code, debugging syntax, or looking up library documentation. Today, software engineers using AI co-pilots are saying up to a 40% reduction in development time. But what does that actually look like? It means the developer simply types a command in plain English saying, create a function that filters user data by age, and the AI instantly generates the lines of code. This doesn't mean the developer is obsolete. In fact, it does the opposite. It elevates their role. Instead of spending hours hunting down a missing semicolon, the engineer can spend their time on system architecture, security protocols, and creative problem solving. Now, let's look at something more universal: daily administration and content creation. Think about the average university student or office executive. Every morning, we face an avalanche of emails, meeting requests, and long reports. Let me give you a quick personal example of how this works in real life. Imagine receiving an invitation to a meeting alongside a 30-page project proposal. Traditionally, you would have to spend at least an hour reading through it just to prepare. Today, you can feed that document into a secure AI workspace and type a simple prompt. Give me the top 5 action items and any potential budget risk mentioned in this text. In less than 10 seconds, you have a precise, structured summary. When it comes to drafting emails or brainstorming content, AI helps us break past that painful blank page syndrome. It gives us a strong first draft in seconds, which we can then edit and refine. When you add up these micro moments of efficiency, saving 10 minutes on an email here, an hour on a report summary there, the average professional is reclaiming 2 to 3 hours of lost time every single day. The ultimate metric of success here isn't just about doing more work, it's about transforming that saved time into higher quality output, less stress, and drastically reduced burnout. Now, while the benefits of AI-driven productivity are massive, it would be highly irresponsible to pretend that this transition is seamless. As we look toward the horizon of tech integration, we have to navigate 3 critical real-world challenges. The first major challenge is the digital literacy divide. Right now, technology is evolving at an exponential rate, but human habits change slowly. If we do not actively train students, educators, and professionals on how to effectively interact with these tools, we risk creating a brand new social gap. It will no longer just be a divide between those who have computers and those who don't. It will be a divide between those who know how to prompt an AI to solve complex problems and those who are left behind using outdated manual workflows. Educational institutions and corporations must pivot immediately to make AI literacy a core part of their curriculum. The second challenge is what I like to call the illusion of perfection. Because tools like ChatGPT or Gemini write so smoothly and confidently, it is very easy to fall into the trap of blind trust. However, we know that AI can hallucinate, meaning it can invent a false fact, generate incorrect codes, or cite academic papers that don't actually exist. This is why we must enforce a strict rules of human in the loop. AI is an assistant, not the boss. It is a tool for generation, but the human must always be the editor, the auditor, and the final judge of quality. We cannot outsource our critical thinking. If you let an AI write your report without reading through it, you are not being productive, you are being reckless. Finally, we have to confront the massive elephant in the room, data privacy and security. Every time we type a prompt, upload a corporate spreadsheet, or paste a university thesis into a free public AI tool, that data is often processed in the cloud and sometimes used to train future models. This raises serious questions about intellectual property, confidentiality, and data leaks. Moving forward, navigating this landscape requires a strict data governance, the adoption of secure, private AI workspace, and a deep awareness of what information we should and should never share with an algorithm. As we look toward the future, the formula for peak productivity is simple. Human plus AI speed equal peak productivity. The most valuable skills you can possess in 2026 is no longer just memorizing data. It is knowing how to ask the right questions. It's about prompt engineering, critical thinking, and curation. I will leave you with a quote that perfectly summarizes our current technological shift. AI will not replace humans, but humans who use AI will replace humans who don't. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope this presentation inspires you to look at the AI tools at your fingertips not as a threat, but as your ultimate productivity partner.